Hi everyone, good to see you back. And today, let's take a look at another part of the equation in shooting with various cameras out there that use SD cards like the FujiFilm XT3 that I really like, and that is getting the data off the cards. Now, if you're like me, you got a whole bunch of card readers like this. I can't even tell you how many I've gotten. This is just a handful. There's this Lexar, well, actually, this is a Cfast 2 reader that's Thunderbolt USB 3, and I got this card reader that does USB 3, sort of, and this is another USB 3, an earlier generation, which is pretty decent. That's a Transcend, and there's this weird, I don't know, brand that I got off of eBay a month ago that's not so hot, and there's this other like mini hub dealio that is supposed to be, I don't know, USB 3 or Thunderbolt 3 or whatever. Anyway, they've all been kind of disappointing, and the problem is I haven't been getting the expected speeds out of these. I mean, what's the point of having a card that can read or write at well, you're generally reading, right? Reading, right, yeah. You're generally reading these cards, and if your card can hit 200 megs a second and you can dump your cards really fast, assuming the storage you're writing to is that fast or faster, then what's the point when you sit there and kind of watch paint dry if your reader's only doing 40 megs a second? Kind of defeats the purpose of having those fast, expensive cards. So I did some research and I came to the short answer, which was the best expensive, cheap solution was the ProGrade card readers. Now, this particular one is a SD and Cfast 2 card, so I can use it with my XT3, I can use it with my C300. And if we open the box up, it comes very nicely packed. I got some of the wrapping off, and the reader is in here. Ooh, an unboxing video. And this is it. Now, it might look like it's made of metal, but it's not. It's actually a very high-grade type of plastic, maybe polycarbonate, doesn't matter. Anyway, we have an SD card slot, we have a Cfast 2 card slot, and they have a couple of other different combo readers. And the nice thing is you can put 2 cards in here and they both work at the same time. So let's get to the most important point. Is this card reader fast? Yes. Period. Fast. It's pretty much about the fastest card reader out there on the market. Maybe there might be something faster, but you're going to have to spend a crazy amount more money if it exists. Right now, this is pretty much the deal. So, any downsides to this? Well, yes, there sort of is. When I first plugged it in, I grabbed one of my Apple USB-C cables and plugged it in, and wait a second, I was only getting 40 megs a second. I did a little system info thing and it showed up USB 2. Huh? What? Say what? This isn't right. Well, I tried a couple different cables. They were all doing the same thing. Now, of course, why would I pull out the cables that were enclosed in the box? They couldn't make a difference, could they? This cable? Well, it turns out the answer is yes, they do make all the difference in the world, because these cables are, that's the A to C, and this is the C to C cable. The difference is these cables are actually rated for generation 2, and they're a bit more expensive than the common garden variety cables that you may already have lying around. So while your old cables may work, they're not going to give you the rated speed out of this device, so that kind of defeats the purpose. You have to use these cables with the ProGrade reader. Well, you know, what if somebody takes the cable, I lose it, I break it, whatever, the dog chews it up? That's never happened to me, and has it? The answer is I went out shopping on Amazon and I found a couple of USB 3 Generation 2, got it, rated cables, and I got a pair of 1 meter cables because I wanted to use this with my tower, and with my tower, my USB 3 connectors on the back, run it around, bring it up front. And they work fine. They work perfect. So that's the clue here. You got to get generation 2 rated cables, or 2+2 or ×2 or whatever they're calling it. They just announced all this stuff this week along with USB 4. Hey, good times. And so don't have any worries about losing a cable or something and not being able to replace it or having to pay a crazy amount for a cable. No, just get a generation 2 cable and you'll be good. So the bottom line is hey, this is a really great product. This is the card reader that you want to get the maximum speed off your media when you're transferring it. So a little pricey, but I'll tell you what, for what I have spent for all these different adapters, there's not even a question as to what the cheaper way of going would have been, and that's would have been to not buy any of them. So that's that. Well, of course, this wasn't available until a few months ago, but whatever, it's available now. Go pick one up and you'll be happy you did. And as always, don't be afraid to leave a comment down below. I have affiliate links. I don't make a fortune off of these things. It doesn't cost you anything extra, but if you click on it, you buy something. Great. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks, and see you next time.